Under 500 for the Philadelphia Eagles?
Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off by the Game Day. Happy Tuesday, post-Memorial Day weekend. Adam!
Happy let's go to the fucking finals day.
Hey,
Am I right?
Congratulations, my friend.
Hey, it's a big day for you, bro. I'm happy
it's a
for you.
big day. It's a big day for the city of Miami.
The Heat haven't won any championships in your lifetime, so that's huge, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That's why I'm wearing one.
Finally getting something exciting.
It's crazy because when Miami Heat had those loaded fucking teams, they won 2, but they should have won a lot more. And this team was like, y'all lost a playing game. Nobody.
This is the greatest.
What seed were y'all?
We were the 8th seed.
The 8th
This will go down if they win as the greatest run in Heat history.
That's facts.
By far.
That's crazy.
NBA history.
No,
I was about to be like,
NBA
all right,
history.
let's chill
That
out.
is crazy, actually.
Better than 06 when D-Wade went crazy in the finals. Better than anything in the Big Three era. Better than anything that has to do with, Chris Bosh and the blood clots.
You know why you're lucky,
Of
though,
course
right?
it's better than the blood clots.
Well, no, because they were in the Eastern Conference Finals. They almost went to the chip that year. But by far, you go in as an 8 seed, you lose your first game in the play-in tournament, then you're down 4 with like 2 minutes left against the Chicago fucking Bulls, in which you lost multiple games throughout the regular season. Then you go in and dismantle the Bucks. You have Giannis questioning the meaning of failure. It's not loss, it's steps to failure. Whatever the fuck that means, you lost. Then Mike Bulldozer gets fired. He's out. Then the Knicks get dismantled.
I don't know why he's upset. His team is going to the finals.
You sound very...
sound
I'm
lucky.
passionate.
Let me tell you why
We
you're
broke
lucky.
the
Because you're
Knicks.
not going to run
Julius
into J.J.
Randle.
Barea in his finals who would stop y'all.
That's
Guarantee
fair.
you.
That's fair. But then we dismantled Julius Randle. Knicks fans want him out. Then you dismantle the fucking Celtics. Joe Mazzulla, stupid name, gonna get fired.
Relax.
Dismantled the East. We're going to Denver. We're getting high, and we're gonna win the chip. The culture.
Bro, I swear, I lose part of my hearing every fucking week, bro.
God, that felt good.
You don't just get loud, you get high.
He gets
for,
high
like,
and it
feels
starts cracking
good,
and it
though.
like
It feels
cracks.
Dude, he had that
your-
one crack. Did you hear that one?
Yeah,
Where
it
it
was
like
bad.
pierced?
It feels good.
It really hit
All
a
I'm saying is
different-
you're lucky J.J. Barea is not on the Nuggets because he would rip you all apart.
Bro, or
You're
Matthew
right.
Dellavedova. If Delly was there, you'd be fucked.
Or
I'm
Gary
going
Neal.
to be honest. I think the Nuggets win in 4.
I'm
Four?
Hey. They said it about Boston.
They did.
They said
did say
it
it about
about New
Boston.
York. Every Knicks fan was like, we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They said it about the Bucks.
Only your fucking foolish Knick fan friends who were
Every
stupid.
Knicks fan is foolish.
Hey, keep your voice
I'm just
down.
saying,
Sorry.
I am not one of the Knicks fans who was like, the Knicks are going to
sorry.
lose. The Knicks are going to Knicks. Just like the Jets, man. New
Every
York-
single person.
New
Hey,
York sports is
ESPN
cursed.
gave us a 3% chance. ESPN, give us a 2% chance this time,
They
huh?
gave you a 3% chance against the Celtics?
Yes,
Oh,
3%.
Bro,
Jimmy Butler's been
overcome
playing
adversity.
chess, not checkers,
That's
this whole
called- that's
damn time.
disrespect
You
right
want to
there,
know
bro.
why? Because Jimmy Butler last year when they lost in Game 7 said, "You know what? We're gonna be in the same position, different result." He didn't want to win 4-0. He didn't want to sweep them.
Hey.
He was like, "I want it the hard way. I like to."
you see how
Do it right.
You see Jimmy too. Yesterday when Bam was trying to pass him
I
the
don't
Eastern
want it.
Conference Final, he goes, "It's all right. I'll hold the next
I
one."
don't
I was
want
like,
it.
"Oh,
That is cold,
shit."
by the way.
I was like,
That
"That's
is so
sick."
cool.
The Miami Heat in 6.
All right. Good luck, my
All right.
friend.
Hey,
Well,
let's go, man.
Hey, what about Heat in 5 though? Your boy's foot tat.
Oh yeah, Heat in 5. Tat.
Heat in 5. All right. Well, good luck. I hope that it's a good series.
Anywho, football.
Anyway, back to football. Yo, we got a very special guest today on the pod. Last week we did some shit talking on the Bengals
Don't
and
say
Joe
we.
Burrow.
First off,
Three
it's
of
not
the
shit
four.
talk. It's
Yeah, we're
not
going to
shit
talk about
though.
it. It came across to Bengal fans as shit talk.
Of course.
So we want to talk this through with a real Bengals fan, a diehard Bengals fan.
One of the
We got Drew Garrison here on the pod. What's going on, Drew?
What's up,
Welcome
boy?
on, man.
How's it going, fellas?
What's up, Drew? Credit to Drew because I feel like whenever we talk about the Bengals fans get triggered very easily, as do any NFL fans. And Drew, you're always one of the one to really defend us and say you actually like us and have actually listened to the things that we say.
One
So
of
I
the few.
appreciate
Yeah,
you.
Drew's
One of the
always
very
like-
few.
Drew's always like, I love y'all, but I can't let this shit slide. Bro.
Yeah.
My sources told me Jack's out of the office, and you guys use that as your opportunity for Joe Burrow slander.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
You know
I
what?
see that damn list. I'm like, what? Of course
No,
they do this the day I'm out. Like,
No, we actually didn't. The topic of the day was most overrated players, and as a consensus, Joe Burrow didn't have to be there. But as we wrapped up our top players, what we say 5 players?
Yeah.
To further clarify that, the idea was let's throw out 20 NFL players
True.
that we believe could be on either list. And let's just say It can't be properly rated. Are they slightly overrated? Are they overrated? Are they slightly underrated? Or are they actually underrated? And go down that list. And based off of what we were saying and based off of what we were arguing, the public perception of saying Joe Burrow is light years ahead of Josh Allen was the reason we said slightly overrated.
And the fact
No, you called him the most overrated.
No.
Okay.
No.
On the graphic, that's what it looked like, and that pissed me to fuck off too.
Hey, we did our job.
Look, if you look at the graphic again, Bengals Nation, look at the graphic. We did not number that, right?
it's
We did
true.
not give
It's
the
just
numbers next to the
Stupid little
names.
loophole, but
Now,
I know we're
Joe
gonna
Burrow
social,
was the
that's
first
okay.
name listed, but he was not.
And he was the main picture on
and
the
he was
graphic.
the main picture on the graphic, but he was not number one. I think to Adam's point, I'm just going to echo what he said. It's not that we think Joe is great, and I think all of us think he's in the conversation for second best quarterback in the league. But to say that he's light years ahead of Josh Allen, to say that he's even remotely close to Patrick Mahomes, that makes him overrated. And don't tell me that like people don't say that, because they do say both of those things.
I want to hear
I
what
wanna
Drew.
let
Drew. Let Drew cook. Exactly.
Drew has been
Look at him,
preparing
look
for
at him.
this for the whole fucking Memorial Day weekend. He is ready.
Drew, hit us.
What you got?
Yeah, I told my family, I'm sorry. I got shit to do. Listen, I saw the tweet where somebody was explaining it. I don't know which one of you guys it was.
That was me.
I gave it kind of that meme where it's like, I'm not reading all that. Happy for you, though, or sorry that happened.
It's a good
whichever
response.
one.
It's a
I
good
kind of treated
response.
it like that.
TLDR
But-
type shit.
To tell me that graphic showed that he was the most overrated,
That's fair.
right? With the main picture, he's listed first.
That's fair.
And you're going to do this to me in a world where Lamar Jackson still exists?
Ooh,
Because he's riding an MVP from 5 years ago or whatever in a single playoff victory. I mean, Joe Burrow started a Super Bowl with Isaiah Prince. Zach Taylor should be brought up on criminal charges for that alone. And you, how in the world? You're saying he's not close to Mahomes? The
No,
guy's
he's not.
3-1 against him. He's
Okay,
not
but-
close to Mahomes.
but
He's
since-
outplayed him 3 out of 4 times.
Wins are not a QB stat.
Okay, all right. So,
Well,
you
first
wanna
and
go?
foremost, to refute the Lamar Jackson thing, I mean, you could bring up offensive line. I could bring up his weapons around him.
Right.
Lamar Jackson, the most snaps by a year since Lamar Jackson was drafted, 2018, Willie Snead. 2019, Willie Snead. 2020, Marquise Brown. 2021, Marquise Brown.
Right.
2022, Demarcus Robinson. So don't bring up Lamar Jackson like he's had any talent around him when Joe Burrow's had the best talent around him. And I'm not using that as a knock on him.
Offensive line-
Very important,
offensive
though.
line
I
has been
agree
bad.
with you. I agree with you. But I'm just saying, like, we could bring up the Bengals offensive line, but then we'll ignore the fact that he's had weapons. But then we'll bring up
Yes.
Lamar and say that his offensive line's been better, but then ignore the fact that he hasn't had weapons. Like, one won an MVP, one didn't. So let's not
One
like.
won an MVP 5 years ago.
I don't care. Like,
Joe Burrow
One
was
is
in
still
Ohio
being treated
State when
like a
Lamar
top
Jackson
five
won that
quarterback.
shit.
What's up, Drew?
One of them is still being treated as this upper echelon top 5 quarterback, and he's not. So I think he is much more overrated in public perception than Burrow.
I don't agree.
I understand up to your standards, but I just disagree that I disagree that most people put him up there with Burrow. I don't think most people do. I think most people think that Joe Burrow is either the second or third best quarterback in the league, and nobody really talks about Lamar, especially after this past year, because you got guys like Jalen Hurts balling out, going up there. You got guys like Trevor Lawrence starting to make a name for themselves, and I think Lamar has slid down. So for that reason, I don't think Lamar is overrated, even though I
agree.
get your reasoning if people were giving him that credit, but I don't think they are giving him that credit.
I think from a talent perspective, Lamar
Maybe it's
Jackson.
just my timeline.
I think.
Well, you're a Bengals
Maybe-
fan, so
maybe
you
it's
probably
just
see
my
some
time.
Ravens shit. I don't see that much.
Oh, that's so
In
fair.
fact, Bengals Nation, you got to tell all your friends, bro. They think I'm a Ravens fan because I like Lamar Jackson. I'm a Cowboys fan. I
That's
like
probably
Lamar.
your number two squad that you root for.
I like Lamar. I like
Patriots.
the Ravens. But I want to refute something you said, Drew, or not refute, but you did mention that you think Joe Burrow is close to Patrick Mahomes. And whenever we talk about Joe Burrow's greatness, we talk about the playoffs. Well, Joe Burrow's playoff stats aren't great. Now, they did win games, and teams win games, but his playoff stats aren't great. He's never posted more than 30 points in a playoff game, and he's never scored a fourth quarter touchdown. You compare that to a guy like Patrick Mahomes, who's had 10 plus fourth quarter touchdowns in the same amount of games that Joe Burrow's played. And guys, Josh Allen. Josh Allen has completely outplayed Joe Burrow in the playoffs, and it's not close. I can bring up the stats.
I'd like to bring up the stats if I must. I had those stats ready to go, locked and loaded.
Bring up the stats.
Again, he's not close to Patrick Mahomes.
You guys aren't even letting him talk. First,
well,
of all.
we're giving our point. I want to explain why I said Joe Burrow slightly overrated
one-sided.
and why he's not light years ahead of Josh Allen. Because if Josh Allen's played 8 games and Joe Burrow's played 7 games, the total touchdown to turnover ratio is 20-6 compared to 10-4 for Joe Burrow. Josh Allen's had 17 passing touchdowns to 4 INTs, whereas Joe Burrow's had 9 and 4. The only statistical thing that Joe Burrow has over Josh Allen in the playoffs is his completion percentage.
And win percentage.
Right, but what we're saying
That's
is
not on
that
that graphic, though.
But we're not talking about
we're
wins.
not
That's
talking
the
about
point.
wins.
Wins are a team stat.
If we're talking about strictly over the fact that one has outplayed the other,
Yes.
and the reason Joe Burrow is ahead of Josh Allen is because of his playoff success, then let's bring up the numbers.
Bring up the
That's
playoff
why.
numbers.
You could say Joe Burrow is better than Josh Allen. I don't mind that. That's your opinion. The reason I believe Joe Burrow is slightly overrated is because people say he's light years ahead of Josh Allen when he's not, because the playoff stats show that Josh Allen has been a better player, but the team has been worse. And that's all. That's where I
How many
stand.
fumbles he have in the playoffs? How many fumbles Josh Allen have in the playoffs?
How many INTs and fumble?
He's a fumbler. I mean,
He has had
does he
fumbles,
have
but
when
he's
he breaks out?
they've thrown the same amount of INTs.
Yeah, same amount.
If you want to go into I don't have the fumbles. I agree with you. I'm not saying Josh Allen's Superman over here. I think
about
that's
this?
one of his biggest downfalls.
Neither of them are on Patrick
Josh
Mahomes
Allen, is it
level.
2021? Is it the 2021 stat? Josh Allen in one playoff run has more touchdowns than Joe Burrow in his playoff career. Now, I know Joe Burrow's been to the playoffs twice, but I'm just saying Josh Allen has had historic playoff runs.
Joe Burrow in one playoff run made it further than Josh Allen ever has.
See,
his
you
entire
keep bringing
career.
it to the
That's
win, so
why.
you're ignoring the whole
Wins
argument.
can be a QB stat. You guys don't say that because
Fresh off
Trey
a blown
fucking
knee.
Wingo said that a few months ago.
Fresh off a blown knee.
What was that?
Fresh off a blown knees to the Super Bowl. I'm talking blown out knee, no off season to get better. No, just rehab, straight to the Super Bowl. And Josh Allen he's had plenty of chances. And I understand they had that all-timer with Mahomes, the 13-second game. I'm not knocking Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen, but I don't know, man. Stats are great. Stats are awesome, but Josh Allen also does not have the mindset that Joe Burrow has.
Right, but
That
you.
is
So what?
fair.
I
He was
agree with
cheating on
you,
his
but
woman and then got his ass whooped by Cincinnati at home in the playoffs last year because he couldn't keep it in his pants and he was all flustered. So you got to look up here too.
I agree with you, but I can't. How could I quantify that? The only thing I could
and they're
quantify
worse.
to say one is better than the other, to say that Joe Burrow is slightly overrated, like that's what this original conversation is rooted in, is overrated or not. I'm not going to sit here and be like the mindset is why Joe Burrow is light years ahead of Josh Allen. That's where that stands. I go to the stats, and then when the stats get brought up, people go to the playoff success, but then we need to keep the same energy for both. I don't disagree that Joe Burrow is a fantastic quarterback. And to the point of you said, I'm not reading all that, I agree. It was long as shit. You shouldn't read all of it. You just had to read the first part, which said, the reason Joe Burrow, I say, is slightly overrated is based off of public perception. And on that timeline, when all these Bengals fans responded, a lot of people said he is light years ahead of Josh Allen, and he is close to Patrick Mahomes. That's doing a disservice to Patrick Mahomes.
It is.
Joe Burrow and Josh Allen are fantastic. It could be 2A, 2B. But let's pump the brakes. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like you guys hit the reverse on me. Who creates your graphics? Because the way that graphic appears and what you're saying now seem to be very different.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I even defended you
that's
guys
called an
because they were like,
engagement
"Oh, this
social
is
media
clickbait
tactic.
because they only have so many followers." I'm like, "Hey, dog, they're like 40K on Instagram. These aren't some rookies here." I'm trying to help you guys out. But now it looks like the way that this conversation's going and the way that graph looked seemed to be very different.
That's fair.
It's totally fair.
I will admit, we have misguided you. I guess so, but based off of what you say, and it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense. So if you came to argue against us saying that he's the most overrated player, I don't think any of us think he's the most overrated player in the league. But he was one of the 5 that we kind of narrowed down to. But
he's the most polarizing, most overrated.
He's the most polarizing one, right? Because and that's a credit to Joe Burrow, because we wouldn't put him there if there wasn't an argument to be had on the other end of that. So Joe Burrow is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's one of the best young talents that we've seen in the past few decades, right? So he
Polarizing why though? Because he dresses good? Because he's got drip?
No, because of the close discrepancy. Because of the close discrepancy between the next best player, or him being the next best player, of like he and Josh Allen are so close to 2, and that conversation of which one is better is just so polarizing in itself. So talking about Joe Burrow in that conversation of being like a Patrick Mahomes, who, I mean, I agree is tiers better than both of them. Like it definitely makes them both, Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, very polarizing players. What were you gonna say?
I don't think it's all that close with. I don't even think it's all that close with Allen. I understand that Allen has a different element to his game where he can run the ball more effectively. I think that they run him probably too much. That's in my personal argument.
But even if we
Burrow doesn't, that's not really a facet of his game. Burrow's plenty fast enough. He's plenty shifty enough. He has that sense in the pocket and everything. But Allen can take off and run, and I know that that's a facet to his game. But doesn't he have like 30 fumbles in the last 33 games or something to the sort?
But even if we strip away the rushing ability, let's completely take that out of the game. I think the stat is up there. How many games of 3+ passing touchdowns does Josh Allen have in the playoffs? 3. How many does Joe Burrow have? 0. How many games with 300+ passing yards does Josh Allen have? 4. How many does Joe Burrow have? 1. So let's just take out the fact that
how many playoff games did Josh Allen get sacked 9 times and still scramble for key third down conversions to keep his team in the game? If I know we're supposed to take rushing out of it. This man got sacked 9 times on the road in Tennessee, and his team still came out with a win. And he picked up several of those key conversions himself.
Was that you talking Joe or
Joe Burrow?
You're talking about Joe, right?
Burrow, yeah.
No, I agree. I think Joe, you also don't need to be a rushing
quarterback. Making it to the Super Bowl with that horrific of an offensive line is insane.
I don't disagree at all. I think Joe Burrow is fantastic. Joe Burrow is a superstar in the making, has brought in Cincinnati everything and more, and deserves all his flowers.
And if we're talking like, you were talking about like his mental toughness and his just like football IQ, like, yeah, maybe Joe Burrow has higher football IQ. Fine. That's a good argument. And I don't feel super strongly about either side here, but I think what Felipe and Adam are trying to say is like you can't quantify IQ where you can quantify performance. So using those stats of like how they have performed is how they're going to base their argument. Obviously, like you watch a guy like Joe Burrow who's just like stone cold-blooded, like
he's not
locks in at the end. I'm just saying
see,
he doesn't get rattled at all. Like at the end, he ultimately wins games a lot of the time.
His team wins games for sure.
You can't quantify it in numbers. Maybe you can't quantify it in numbers, but I've never watched Joe Burrow break. I watched Josh Allen break in his last playoff game that I saw him play.
Sure.
Yeah. You can't quantify it with stats and numbers, but I can watch that motherfucker and see it.
That's very fair. You can't quantify a lot of
Sorry for my language.
A lot of shit. Yeah. Look, Joe Burrow's tough. I think just bringing it back to like we talked about Allen and Burrow. If we want to talk about Burrow and Mahomes, let's look at their first 7 games. And I know that Mahomes had a better supporting cast for sure. But Joe Burrow, 9 touchdowns, 4 INTs, a 93.8 passer rating. 9 touchdowns, 4 INTs. Remember that. Patrick Mahomes, 17 touchdowns, 2 INTs, 109.8 passer rating. So there's levels to this. Patrick Mahomes is the greatest talent we've seen. Joe Burrow is one of the great. Right, and Joe Burrow is one of the best young talents that we've seen in the past couple of decades. But there's levels to this where Patrick Mahomes is generational. Joe Burrow, I wouldn't say is generational yet. He's up and coming, and you could say he's 1 of 2 or 3. He's there to Josh Allen, but I don't know if you're putting him in that. You're actually, I'll just say it again. You're not putting him in that conversation with Drew Brees and Peyton Manning, whereas you're putting Patrick Mahomes in that conversation. And I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I've got no qualms about that. Patrick Mahomes is probably the most talented quarterback I've ever seen. Tom Brady was born in a manger. He's still the greatest I've ever seen. But the most talented quarterback I've ever seen is Mahomes. Sure. Mahomes is far and away the number one. I get that. That's all well and good. I just don't think that there's that big of a gap. But I will say this. Every single excuse Joe Burrow has had in his career up to this point is gone now. All right. Even last season, they went into Buffalo with 3 backup offensive linemen, got the win, and then he took 5 sacks in the AFC Championship game that they lose by 3. But you go out and you get Orlando Brown Jr., you got Cordell Volson back for another year. Karras is still there. Kappa's back. He was a prize free agent signing a couple years ago. Right tackle, we're still going to figure it out. But Burrow has 0 excuses left this year. I will give you that from a Bengals fan's perspective. They've done everything they can on his O-line. He's still got his weapons. Hopefully this is his first regular offseason. I said that last year. I was like, oh, I'm so excited for Burrow's first regular offseason. His fucking appendix blew up. So yeah, I'm hoping that, knock on wood, this is the straight one. So I will give you that. He doesn't really have any excuse this year.
And he's got that.
I could give him 5 sacks in the playoff game last year. Ron Torbert being a piece of shit. But, after that, I think I just got to kind of stop.
Is it Super Bowl or bust then?
This year, this is it.
If the Bengals don't win the Super Bowl, is that a failure of a year, in your opinion?
Yeah, it's Super Bowl or bust for this team now. They've been to the Super Bowl. The Logan Wilson penalty will forever haunt my dreams because it was not a penalty, and both their offensive tackles false started on the same play. Fuck that guy. But yeah, it's Super Bowl or bust this year. They were within 3 points of winning the AFC Championship last year. And, before all this money comes on the books and we got to pay all these guys, we got to hit.
That's true.
So,
I actually
100% Super Bowl or bust.
I know we got to move on.
And
go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
The conversation didn't go the way I thought it was going to based off the graphics. So I just want to put this in here that I've had this joke in the back of my head that Kirk Cousins is Andy Dalton with fucking bedazzles on him. I just worked on that. So I wanted to
That's a great bit.
I love it.
I love it.
I think I have a better understanding of what you guys were trying to say.
Yeah.
Now, but your graphic guy should be here answering.
Look, we're gonna
let him know.
We're gonna post the video not only because during the actual podcast of last week I just didn't get to editing it, but that will be posted and this will be posted. And hopefully it gives a lot of clarity. And just to bring it one last thing back to the Mahomes thing, like who cares even if Joe, like you don't need Joe Burrow to be better than Patrick Mahomes.
You don't.
Like,
You don't
you guys
need him
have
to
a
be
hell of a
close.
talent,
It's an
and I think
impossible
fans waste their energy and time trying to be one is better than the other. If he's better than Josh Allen, amazing. If he's better than Jalen Hurts, amazing. If he's better than Patrick Mahomes, amazing.
Or Lamar,
But you don't need any of this to win a Super Bowl. And that shows because the Bengals already went there. So whether it's Super Bowl or bust, I think, everything needs context. I think the Bengals will be fine for an extended period of time because especially what I was hearing is Joe Burrow is likely going to be the first ever player in NFL history to have a percentage of the salary cap tied to his contract. So you guys won't be fucked with the cap. You'll be completely fine. If you're a Bengals fan, you should be happy.
You're happy, yeah.
Hey, that was beautiful, bro. Always bring it to the salary cap.
So I'm just saying, I think if I'm a Bengals fan, whether he's better than anyone, whether he's worse than anyone, it doesn't matter because you can win a Super Bowl with Joe Burrow, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. Joe Burrow is definitely him.
I agree.
Yeah, especially that jaw.
Justin Herbert's more overrated than Joe Burrow. Though.
Absolutely.
Bingo, yep.
I'll go to town on
More
Justin
overrated.
Herbert.
Than Burrow. He should have been higher on the graphic.
Yeah, you should have ordered the graphic differently.
I'll also
That's
go down
true.
the rabbit hole. Cooper Kupp, Austin Eckler, beyond overrated too.
Yeah, we had a bunch of guys. I actually think Herbert's underrated because I think everybody thinks he's overrated now. Yeah, you get to a point where it's like that.
It's based off public
And like we
perception.
said, the only reason we put Burrow on that graphic is because everybody is making these comparisons. It's the same thing with Herbert. So if people stop saying Herbert's, or if everybody's saying Herbert's overrated, then all of a sudden he becomes either properly rated or underrated. It's a fan thing. It's not whether
That's
they're
fair.
good.
I'm just tired of him getting a pass. I'm sick of Herbert getting a pass.
He was
Me
no
too.
shit.
24
Me
point
too,
lead.
Drew.
But does he still get passes though? And you probably know better because like Burrow and Herbert were always, correlated with the years that were coming out and stuff like that.
That's something that I've always seen. I've seen Burrow get crucified for things with, I think, a lot of shit playing against him. And then Herbert comes in, they get him Rashawn Slater right off the bat. He's got Keenan Allen. He's got plenty of weapons. I know Brandon Staley's kind of a moron, but so they do all that, and there's all this competition. I'm like,
well, really,
it's not like
don't
Zach
put
Taylor's that
Herbert in the
amazing
same
either, though.
conversation as Burrow. He just made the playoffs, and then he blew a 24-point lead to the Jags.
Yeah, it's
True.
I never got that credit from you. Tua was in that same draft class. I never got the credit that Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert were together.
Tua and Joe
All right,
Burrow.
we
Let's not compare.
We got to
that.
wrap. Yo,
That's
Drew, thank you for coming on, man. I hope we were able to shed some light on that graphic a little bit for you.
Yeah. Talk to that guy, but I definitely appreciate it, fellas. Keep doing what you're doing. I love your guys.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it,
man.
Drew.
We'll talk
Appreciate you.
soon.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Peace, man.
What I was saying is not comparing him. What I'm saying is I'm always trying to bring up where the same thing he said. He got Rashawn Slater. He had all these pieces. Herbert's overrated as fuck.
He's got it. He's got it made.
Nobody talks about him anymore.
I disagree. I
Nah,
think people
people still
talk about
talk
him.
about
Do
him,
they?
bro.
Then I'm missing out.
I
A
do
lot
love-
of people like when you see lists top 5 quarterbacks. Like I never include when I'm making graphics for NFL. I'll be like, all right, yeah, you do that. Top 5 NFL quarterbacks right now. I don't put Justin Herbert in there, and everyone's freaking the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah.
You look at a lot of people's lists. They
I don't
have
think
Justin Herbert
Herbert's
in
a
there
top
as
5
4 or
quarterback.
5.
The same reason,
No.
my gut tells me Jalen Hurts isn't a top 5 quarterback right now.
Not
And
yet.
Not yet. Same with T-Law. They're on their way. But, I would probably still put Lamar at probably 5 or something because I do want to give a pass to the fact that he hasn't had shit around.
Yeah, and I would put Kenny Pickett right there too. 3 or 4.
Yo, he nice.
But that was good. I'm glad we were able to clear the air with Drew.
good.
Drew was great. He was a good sport about it.
That's what you try to tell Bengals fans. Like that conversation we just had, and he's like, "Oh, okay, now that makes sense what you said."
Yeah.
But they don't listen to you on Twitter, bro.
Bro, I didn't realize how much the graphic
Drew-
fucks
Drew-
with people's heads.
Oh my God!
You
Literally,
don't
by the
realize
way-
that? Are you kidding me? You don't realize when you put Joe Burrow as the main picture, he's the first damn
I
man
knew
on the list
exactly
that says
what
most
we were doing.
overrated
There were
players.
no numbers.
What the fuck do you think they're gonna think?
That's
Come on,
true.
bro.
I knew exactly what we
and
did.
I knew exactly what you guys are doing too, because I'm like, I saw there were no numbers on it, and I saw how the list is constructed. I'm like,
Who
I know.
requested that? Did
I've
you?
been working
No,
in
it
social
was
media for the last 2
wasn't me.
years,
It
bro.
was
That's how you do lists. It was a textbook. Make a list to
Hey,
piss someone off. It worked.
Shout out to us. You know, we did a good job.
We did.
But
do
bro,
that.
I saw
Drew's
this shit,
great,
I'm like, these motherfuckers going for clicks, bro. I get it, but come on.
The thing is, like, before we
but-
go into it, it wasn't like, yes, technically it was for clicks. And I think so many
It was
people.
for sure. You
But
said
hold
hold
on.
Well, it wasn't even for clicks. We made a list
what I'm
legitimately, but it was
saying.
just the fact that we picked
This-
Joe Burrow as the picture
this-
on the
yeah,
graphic.
that
made
was
people
for
think
clicks, for
he's
engagement.
number one most overrated player in football.
Yes.
I think
which
for
is
us-
just not what the
And
graphic
it's how the
says.
graphic was displayed.
With us, with
Right.
caps off, we
But that's not what it actually was saying.
Every
Like, 'cause there was no
comment-
list
I know.
of numbers. Like there was whatever.
every comment is always like, "Yo, not everyone needs a podcast. Like, you guys lost all credibility." But in actuality, I think, like, in some capacity, all of us believe the things that we do put out. Now, how we post it and what we put out is very calculated. But us saying Joe Burrow, like, to be overrated, Felipe and I believe in that. You don't believe in that.
100%.
But, like,
Absolutely fucking not.
but the point is, like, we're not just saying shit for clicks. Maybe how we post it is about clicks, but what we say, we actually fucking mean.
I mean, look, we're not gonna
Also,
post
we
a
don't-
picture of grass, bro. Like we want engagement.
Yeah,
Also-
so you put the biggest name in sports on the
course.
graphic.
Yeah.
Who's-
Also,
or
here's the
in
thing too is like everyone's like, oh, they're losing their credibility. What the fuck do we got to be credible about? I'm not an analyst.
I was at
I'm
a-
just a motherfucking Joe. I live in Manhattan. I am poor as shit. Like, I'm not anybody.
We
Like,
we'll jump into the predictions right after this, but to your point, you brought up something great, and I was at my friend's wedding. Shout out to Stefan. Congrats, Stefan and Caroline.
Hey, congrats.
Good shit, bro.
And he
deserve it.
we had a party, and someone came up and was like, "Talk to me about caps off. Like, what makes?" And the exact question was, "What makes you guys so credible to talk about it?" And I said,
Wait.
"We're not."
That's
hey,
what it is.
By the way, 100th episode, boys.
Yeah,
I know, yeah.
We didn't even mention that yet.
I was
Hey.
about to say.
Nothing
yeah.
better than to talk about why we're not credible to talk about. What we're credible to talk about is us being fans of the game. And I think we've always said with caps off, we're not trying to analyze on-field play, but we are trying to analyze what it means to be a fan of that shit. So we're not credible to talk about the game. We're credible to talk about what it means to be a fan.
No,
and
but-
that's it.
Bro, my highest level of football was JV. All
Hey,
right?
don't sell
Like,
yourself
no, but
short.
what we're
bro.
doing
when
here-
people have those comments, I'm like, you right.
You saw that? I saw you liked my response to somebody. Somebody
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "Yo, this guy played." It was like a video of me. I don't know who it was about, what I was talking
Yeah.
about, but somebody was like, "Yo, this guy definitely just played JV ball."
Just to your
and I was
point.
like, "You got to play JV to get the varsity, bro." What?
Yeah.
True, it's true.
I think I responded to something like that. Like, you're right. That's all I played. Like,
It's no failure. Steps to success.
Just to your point, like, yeah, we might not be credible, but what we're doing is actually making the fan opinion credible. You know what I mean? So, like,
Nah, the
we
fan
say-
opinion will never be credible.
it would never will.
I'm
but-
just
but-
saying.
It's
Like,
very true though.
you're allowed to have these conversations with your boys. We all have these conversations with our boys in our group chat.
Yeah, we just happen to have a fucking
and we all have a
camera.
fucking opinion. So we're gonna share our opinions, whether you fucking like them or not. We're gonna share them. So you all seem to be listening. So that's good.
Hey,
Keep
100th
listening.
episode, though.
100 episodes
I
later.
have
here
no
we are.
idea why we're still doing this.
100 episode,
100?
and also today I believe is 100 days until the
100
NFL
days
season.
till the NFL season.
Wow.
That was
Dude, we
all part of the
totally planned
plan.
it. We
All
totally-
part of the plan.
Hey, we should have put that one on the
People don't
graphic.
think we're smart, but goddamn it,
Talk
that
about
was
credible.
intelligent.
That's
Hey,
pretty
Jack,
cool, man.
what did you
pro-level
graduate
shit.
college with?
2.8.
Fucking gets it.
2.74 in high school though. So
That's what I'm saying.
What's up?
Improvement. Steps to
Nice.
success.
What's that have to do with anything?
He said we're smart.
Very smart. Very
Yeah.
smart gentlemen.
All
let's
steps
go.
to success.
If I had to
Exactly.
power rank grades wise with us, I'm last. If I go 4, 3,
Without knowing my
2-1.
GPA,
I was gonna say that too.
I was a 3.6.
3, 6.
College.
I was a 3.9.
I was a 3-4. Let's go.
Bro, wow,
you
look
go.
at you. Oh, I'm a 3, 4. All right, hot shot.
Yeah.
Hey, you and me are at the back of the
I started
bus,
trying
bro.
in college because I didn't have football
Oh,
to distract me.
Yeah, wait. I mean, I guess we want to do these predictions, but real quick, 100 episodes in, off the dome, what's your favorite memory of Caps Off in these 100?
When we started testing in July, and the first hot
That was long, man.
take
Coming in off
was Cooper Kupp is a product of the system.
Yeah.
And
That
100
video did
episodes
well.
and 100 episodes later, I believe he literally is still a product of the fucking
Bro, you
system.
remember that? I think I said in that I was like, Allen Robinson's gonna be way better than Cooper.
Oh,
Kupp.
yeah.
And then Cooper Kupp started balling, and Allen Robinson didn't do shit.
Allen Robinson was so ass.
How's it going?
I'm still praying on his revival, bro.
Same, bro. Same.
Hey, Kenny Pickett's gonna revive him.
Same, bro.
I'll say my favorite part was the Super Bowl for sure when we were at the Caesar Cess.
I agree.
And we had Kenny Mayne, Adam's BFF, and Trey Wingo come on. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, that's Trey Wingo's basically God himself, the way Adam talks about him.
Trey Wingo is.
He wrote the Bible,
bro. Literally,
He's wrote the playbooks. What you mean, bro?
What he says is the Bible, and I say that all the time because if Trey Wingo hasn't said it, it's not credible.
But
anyway.
just quickly with the thing with Trey, if you articulate it really well, you've got my vote. It's
Doesn't matter what you're saying.
If I can't refute what you said, if I can't pick out something, like if you just made such a great, compelling case, I'm like.
But what about
good job?
What about his story though? About Joe Burrow, about how he's a stone cold killer ever since.
There's no stats attached to that.
But
though.
you can't quantify it.
Actually, there was the heart rate stat. The heart
yeah,
rate
but it didn't
stat.
make sense. It didn't make sense.
Why
would they foul? They were down like 7.
What's your favorite
He
memory?
was 7. He was like 7 years old, bro.
Yeah, it's
they
true.
fouled.
That was all the comments on the video. I know. All right, what's your favorite memory?
Mine was probably when we were at the draft this year, and some kid came up to me and Felipe and asked to take a picture with us. That was fucking cool.
That's sick.
I was like, dude, are we like photographers?
They stole mine.
Dude, we're definitely photographers, bro.
2-8,
Photogenic.
This wasn't part of the podcast, but it happened because of the podcast. At the Super Bowl, we were at Radio Row with the Caesars tent. And we saw David Tyree, and I got to hold David Tyree's Super Bowl ring.
Yeah,
it's cool.
That was just like fucking awesome.
Hey,
like,
to 100.
My childhood self would be like quaking.
Yeah.
To another 100, boys.
Another 100 episodes.
To another 100 and another million
Well,
followers.
today we are predicting the records.
In my head, I do.
We're predicting the records of the NFC East and the AFC East. I think we should start with the AFC East. Okay,
right.
A lot of conversation to be had. We obviously. In previous episode, the first time we started predicting our teams based on the schedule, we just did our own personal team. So obviously Felipe and I as Giants and Cowboys fans and Adam as a Dolphins fan did this already. But because you guys asked us to do every single team, we're just going division by division. So we're going to go through them again. We'll go through our teams quickly because obviously you've probably heard our predictions on the Giants, Cowboys, and Dolphins. But if you haven't, you'll get a chance to hear it.
Am I doing Dolphins again? Or are we just calling it back at what we did?
Either or. I think you should. I think you should run through it. We don't have to react.
Or we can switch it up with all that.
Ooh, you want to do the Dolphins?
Like I could do Dolphins.
If there's anyone doing Dolphins here that's not me, I'd like to suggest Jack.
You'd like to suggest me?
Because Jack will be realistic. Felipe will.
I'm so realistic.
No, Felipe, you hate them.
No, I'm a Dolphins fan.
That's
No,
why he
you
should
hate
do
it.
them. That's why he should do them.
No, because the Dolphins aren't as polarizing as like the Cowboys,
It's
Eagles
true.
thing. So like the Dolphins won't. We're not.
Dude, I'm a
there.
Dolphins fan, bro.
No, Jack's a Dolphins fan. You're not a Dolphins fan.
I
You're
just
a
think
Jets
the
fan.
Dolphins are overrated by names, but they're good.
All right. I'll do the Bills.
All right. So
I'll
who's
do
doing
the
Dolphins?
I'll do the Patriots.
So Adam, are you doing the Jets?
Or did you want to do the Jets?
I think Adam can do the Jets. He's like, me and him are the same boat with Jets and
Great,
Dolphins.
great.
Wait, I can't do Dolphins because I hate all the Dolphins, but he can do
right.
Jets.
Yeah, facts. All right, Jack, you'll do the Dolphins.
Oh
Adam, you
my
do the Jets.
God.
Yeah, Adam, let's go,
Adam
baby.
is so hyped, bro.
I might just go stand behind Jack for this rating. Just see what he does.
Do you want me to
go
rip
first?
the Dolphins one right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Jack.
Shit, okay.
Predict the Miami Dolphins schedule for your boy.
All right, baby. This is how the Miami Dolphins will do in 2023. Week 1 at the Chargers. We know Tua played like shit against Herbert last year. This is a revenge game. Win. 1-0. At the Patriots next. They ain't shit. 2-0. Next game versus Denver. Come on, that's an easy win. Open up the home series. Bang. Win. 3-0. At Buffalo. You know why I would say this is a loss usually? Because usually they go up. It's winter, right? It's a little cold, whatnot. But motherfucker, this is October 1st. It's not that cold in Buffalo in October, boy. Especially, that's a win. 4-0.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then at home versus the Giants. Come on. 5-0.
5-0.
And then next game you got versus Carolina in Miami. Bro, come on. Tua against a rookie quarterback. Come on. Tua ain't making those mistakes. 6-0.
Hey, Jack, can I get an EE? Okay, here we go.
So we're 6-0. This is kind of how last year went too, right? The Dolphins are looking nice start the year, but it's got to fall off a little bit, right?
It's okay. We can go
at the Eagles. Y'all ain't winning that shit. I'm sorry, Adam.
L.
6-1.
Yeah, but then
Deep is L.
That's the upset one.
But then obviously bounce back game, right?
Yep.
Against the Patriots.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna sweep them this year.
Yeah,
boy.
we are.
Yeah. That's 7-1. All right. And then you got Sunday morning. Whoa, 9:30 a.m. against the Chiefs. Is that in Germany?
The revenge game.
Now this is what we have to think about. Is that in Germany, Adam?
It is in Germany.
All right.
In Frankfurt.
So what team is a little bit more German than between the Chiefs and the Dolphins, right?
Definitely
The Chiefs are the Germans.
The Chiefs for sure are a little bit more. I think Germans might like them a little bit more.
Yep.
I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying
They feel
something.
it. I agree.
Yeah. So 7-2.
They're
All
one and
right.
the same.
And then we got
7-2.
Oh, we lost that
The
one.
Germans
Yep.
are on their side. It's a home
Okay.
game.
The
for
Germans
the
are home
Ger-
game.
The
It's a home
Germans
game for
cater more
KC.
towards the Chiefs for sure. Yeah. Anyway, so then you got a bye week, recuperate.
Yeah, you gotta
Tua, he's
regroup.
got to get his head right.
Regroup.
Not
Yep.
unscramble that shit. And then you got Sunday at home,
Yep.
not prime time against the Raiders. You'll win that. I don't even
Yeah,
know
we
who
are.
the Raiders quarterback's going to be.
We're 8-2 right now.
Yeah, you are. Or are you? Yeah,
Yep, we're
8-2. And then, this is big. This is really big.
Talk to me.
Friday.
Oh, Black Friday.
Thanksgiving Black Friday game against the Jets in MetLife.
Oh.
You know, I think being away from their families is going to hurt a little bit, right? To a big Christian, a big family man, he's going to want to be in Miami for Thanksgiving. It's going to be hard for him to go away.
Okay.
They lose that one.
okay.
You know? It's tough
Yeah,
because y'all are family men, and that's why you lose, because you really care about your families
8-3.
more than some random game.
8-3's good.
Yeah, 8-3's good. And then at the Commanders, dub. Versus the
9-3.
Titans, Monday Night Football. That's a weird Monday night game. Dub.
10-3.
Versus the Jets, y'all split with them. Dub.
11-3.
Then you got versus the Cowboys on Christmas Eve.
Well, we know who's a better Christian man.
But you know who's terrible?
Dak is very Christian.
You know who's bad in primetime for some reason, especially around the holiday season? The Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, you
right?
don't
And you
say.
can agree with
Nah,
that.
that's usually when we get pretty hot, actually. We fuck up in January for the
No,
playoffs,
but
but not
you say like on Thanksgiving, you guys lose every
Thanksgiving,
time.
but not around Christmas. Christmas, that's a whole.
Well, it's
that's
the
a
battle of the
holiday for
Christian
us.
men. So
Christian men, but one's got Christian eye black
true,
with
so
the
go
crosses.
Tua.
I'm
Dolphins
going
win.
Tua and the
11-3.
Dolphins win on Christmas Eve.
No, it's
Have
12.
a great Christmas to
I
a Tonga
think.
are
Bailoa.
we 12-3?
That's week 16.
12-3.
12-3.
And then
12-3.
at the Ravens.
Seems real. Seems legit.
You guys will lose that.
That's
one.
fine. 12-4.
Baltimore revenge game after that bad loss last
Yep.
year. They'll win that one. And then Sunday, last game of the season against the Bills. It says
Miami.
TBD. We don't know. They might flex that motherfucker.
In Miami.
What are we? 13-3.
What are we?
13-3, right?
No, 12-4.
12-4.
For the division.
This could be for the division, boys.
Give me an EE or an win or lose.
Josh Allen's he's gonna ball out.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
good take.
12
You
and
guys
5.
will lose in Miami.
It's okay.
It's tough. It's tough.
It's all right,
You know,
12 and
but
5.
12 and 5 is a great fucking.
I'll
Hey,
take it.
Clap it up for the Fins. Great fucking season. You started off really hot.
I see that.
You started off feeling like, wow, these Dolphins might be them, and then
They are. That's 12-win season. That's a fucking
That's a
good
great
season.
season.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You love to
great
see it.
season.
What's the line?
What was your?
It's hard though. It's hard to think that you guys will lose back to back. So I think you might beat Buffalo the last game.
What are you setting the line at?
I'll do 11.5.
Oh,
That's a great line because I said 11-6.
yeah. I want 11. I'll go under.
I'm gonna go under.
I'm gonna go over.
That's the.
Dolphins, we gonna shock the world.
Come on, Fins up!
It's a good division, bro.
That is a good division. My goddamn.
I think actually though, now that I think about it, if you guys do lose to Baltimore week 17, then week 18 you beat Buffalo. But you're gonna win one of those two.
They're gonna split with Buffalo. I don't know where
Yeah.
what happened, but they're gonna split with Buffalo. The whole
Should I do
division's gonna be
Buffalo
split.
right now?
Yeah, let's do some Buffalo.
What?
I'll go Buffalo.
Dude, I'm feeling. That's why I said,
some
Jack,
kinda
you should
mean,
do the
right?
Dolphins.
Hey, go Heat, bro.
All right.
Bro.
This is how the Buffalo Bills season is gonna look.
What is the sound of a buffalo?
I can't wait till people in the comments.
That's probably
that.
close.
Adam, this is gonna be the best people in the comments are like this fucking biased ass Dolphins fan, bro. And I'll be like,
Damn right you are.
This is how the Bills' schedule is going to pan out this year in 2023. First week 1, at the Jets. I almost said the Giants, but it's at the Jets. Is this Monday Night Football?
Aaron Rodgers'
It is.
debut.
Aaron Rodgers' debut Monday Night Football. My God, I don't think that's going to go well for him. I'm going to say that's a win for Josh Allen. and
Josh
the
Allen's
Bills.
better than Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
All right, dub. Bills dub. Week 2, Las Vegas at home. That's a dub. 2-0.
Josh Allen's still better
that's
than
easy
Joe
dub.
Burrow.
Week 3 in Washington, worst stadium in football. That's a dub.
Josh Allen's still better than Joe Burrow.
3-0. Week 4 against Miami in Buffalo.
Think about the seasons.
The seasons do.
If it's winter, it's cold. They're fucked. But in October 1st, that's barely after Labor Day.
I got to think. So they're playing Miami later in the season too. I do think they'll split it. All right, I'll go with you, Jack. 3-1.
Joe's a smart man right there.
For the Bills.
Josh Allen is not better than Joe Burrow.
This is a good game. This one's also 9:30 a.m. Where's this one? London against Jacksonville in Week 5.
Bro, the Jags own London.
Jags do own London, and I'm big. I'm high on the Jags this year. 3-2 for the
Jacksonville
Jaguars. Not better than Joe
The
Burrow.
London Jaguars, mate. Absolutely brilliant football club.
Then Week 6 against the Giants on Sunday Night Football. The Bills are going to take that one.
Josh Allen is better than Joe Burrow.
Daniel Jones isn't good enough on prime time.
Josh Allen is better than Joe Burrow when they win. Josh Allen is not better than Joe Burrow when they lose.
I'd say worse.
What about Tua?
Yeah. Well, Tua is better than both.
Yeah.
Tua, dude.
So what are we, 4-2?
I'm not counting, so someone else got it.
Yeah, we're 4-2. Week 7 at New England.
What are you thinking about it?
Gut tells me they're going to win that game.
Josh Allen.
You got to stick with your gut, bro.
Allen better than Burrow.
This is all gut. It's all gut.
On God.
On God. Week 8 against Tampa Bay at home. This is a Thursday night game. Yeah, this is a win again.
Allen better than Burrow.
So what are we now? 6-2?
I believe so.
I think that's correct.
6-2. Week 9 at Cincinnati. This is where they drop one. They're going to lose to Cincinnati.
Since he was ready for that game last year.
I honestly don't remember what I said in the. I predicted Cincinnati. I feel like I might have had Cincinnati winning this game too.
Well,
just because I'm going for my gut.
You said because the Bengals were ready. They were going to actually blow the fucking doors off.
I said that the Bengals were going to start slow and get hot. I think this is
that game was going to be so good.
Where it started coming.
I was there, bro.
But I might have contradicted myself.
You know what all the comments were? Never make predictions again with like fire emojis.
Yeah.
That was pretty legit.
Even I commented like comment Matan L at Matan man.
I just commented like good takes all around.
It is a good take.
It's true.
The Bengals do
W takes. All right, so what are we now? That was week 9, so we're 6-3.
Allen's worse than Burrow.
Yeah, 6-3. All right, Monday Night Football against Denver.
That's
Where?
a tough game.
That is a tough game. This is at home.
Oh, if it's in Denver,
they're both used to the cold. They're both used to the cold.
Yeah, they're both fine.
Wow, Monday night. I just think that the Bills will drop a Monday night or a primetime game at some point.
Could be it.
So I'm going to say that Denver's going to win this one.
Wow, they're losing 2 in a row.
6-4, right?
Yeah, they're losing 2 in a row there.
Yeah.
Allen's worse than Burrow.
All right, Week 11 against the Jets in Buffalo. Rodgers, oh my God, this is I'm going gut here. And my gut is telling me the Jets win this one.
Hey, you know what?
Rodgers is used to the cold too.
I say think about Lambeau Field.
Yeah, exactly. Rodgers is used to the cold too.
So you're saying Allen's worse than Burrow?
That's not what I'm saying, but I am saying
they're 6-5.
I am saying right now they're 6-5 and they're on a 3-game
Bills fans
skid.
at this point hitting the panic button?
Oh my God, man, dude!
Are you hitting the panic button?
Are they hitting the button?
The Bills have a really tough schedule because then Week 12 they go into Philly.
Oh, whoa.
Damn.
Oh my God, are they going 6-6? Or is this a little
All right.
Get back?
They're gonna win one of the games between the Jets, either the Jets or the Eagles. Like they're gonna beat them. So I'm gonna say here they beat the Eagles.
Okay, Allen is better than Burrow.
That they pull out the win against the Eagles.
Welcome back, Josh.
All right,
Josh
so now,
Allen, that's
we're
him saying,
7-5.
Hurts, you little fucking bitch boy. I'm
Now
better than you, motherfucker.
Now we're 7-5. We're 7-5.
Yeah.
My God, bro, dude, the Bills' schedule.
Are you 6-5 or 7-5?
7-5.
7-5.
Bye week.
Almost. That was the almost the
almost
finger
at the panic button.
Here's my foot. My foot is the panic
By the
button.
way,
they were right here.
You know that meme?
They saved themselves going into the bye week. All right, that's week 13.
You know that meme when the guy's like sweating and he's like, which one is he gonna pick? Panic or like win? And that's what they were doing.
Yep.
Dude.
But
Good analogy, bro.
Hey,
the Bills
meme.
might suck this year because this record is incredibly hard for them.
Insane?
Bye week, week 14 in Kansas City.
Wait,
wait, you had to go.
I actually feel bad.
You
bro.
had-
They had, by the way, they
I
had
actually feel bad for
Denver, New York Jets, Eagles, then
You go Jets,
Chiefs.
Eagles, Chiefs.
Just wait. It
Oh,
gets
Dallas,
worse.
right? Or some shit.
Then Dallas right after that.
Oh my God.
Hold on. All right, the Chiefs, they're going to lose in Arrowhead. All right?
Yeah.
So now we're 7-6.
It's gonna be
Okay?
Stephon
This
Diggs
is a
looking at them
tough
celebrating.
fucking stretch
again.
for the Bills.
Allen
Dallas.
is
You have to
worse
beat
than
Dallas.
Burrow.
Yeah, they're going to beat Dallas.
And
in
this
week
is one. If
15,
you lose this game, you
they're at
don't make the
home.
playoffs probably.
Yeah, dude, this is tough. Damn. So they're 7-6 right now.
Holy
then
shit.
week 15 at home against Dallas, they're gonna win this one. They're 8-6.
Allen's better than Burrow.
Then week 16 in LA against the Chargers, they're gonna win that one too.
Allen's still better.
So what am I now? 9-6.
I believe so.
9-6.
Damn, bro, that schedule is
Then
That is
week
really
17 against New England. Week 17 against New England, they're going to win that one also.
Yeah,
All
that's a
right,
good one.
Alan, better than
Now.
Burrow.
So 10-6.
Well, but this wouldn't even matter. For
And
ours
then-
if we compared ours.
Week 18 against the Dolphins in Miami. I mean, I said they're going to split, so they're going to take that. They're going to go 11-6.
Alan better than Burrow.
So the Bills will finish 11-6. I guess the over/under is 10 and a half. I'll set it at 11.5.
I think under 11.5.
Looking at the schedule, I think
is
the Bills do not get 11
disgusting.
wins.
I don't think the
I feel bad. Like I legitimately
Yeah.
I'm hurting right now for him.
actually the Bills. I don't think the Bills win the division like that.
Bro, that stretch from like the Jets,
you know why.
Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys. Jesus Christ.
Jets, Eagles,
Have
Chiefs,
some
Cowboys.
respect, Roger.
No. Oh, first it's Cincy, then Denver, then Jets, Eagles, Chiefs.
Oh.
And if Russ is back with Sean Payton,
Nah.
They could be really good.
if the
kind of
Bills
run is
get
that,
DeAndre
bro?
Hopkins, over. If the Bills do not get DeAndre Hopkins, under.
Yeah.
That's a 6-game stretch in a like very
If they-
important part of the season
if the
between
Bills
week
get
9
DeAndre
and
Hopkins-
15. That is just
Yeah,
like
November, December.
brutal. That is brutal.
bro, at least a few of those are at home and it's fucking cold in Buffalo.
If they
you might have an
can, if
advantage.
they can win 4 of those games somehow, then like they're a serious, like they're gonna be
With 4 of what,
serious
there's like
fucking
that
threat for the
6-game
Super
I was
Bowl.
gonna say that.
They're a serious threat for the Super Bowl, but I don't see them doing that.
They got to go through the gauntlet. If
Yeah.
they make it out with a
4
pretty good
wins,
record,
let's say, yeah,
then yeah, they
they're a
could really
serious
make it to Super
threat.
Bowl.
But I don't know, man. It's tough.
So you got the over?
11 and a
11 and a
half.
half. I'll take them for 12.
Oh, I'm gonna take the under.
I don't care. I think Josh Allen's different.
He is.
Thanks.
You're
He's
right,
better
bro.
than Burrow.
W take.
Thanks, bro.
Here's a take. Remember last year we said I think it was is it the NFC which division is Denver in?
Yeah,
right?
AFC
look
West.
Was
cool.
the AFC West? Remember last year we were saying the AFC West was going to be the best division
you
of
think it's
football and
the-
it
Yeah.
sucked?
I know.
I think the AFC East is going to be that this year.
I agree.
Because you think the Dolphins are going to
Dude,
run away with the
fucking
division?
No, I think they'll win
take.
9 or 10 games. Dude, thanks, bro. Look at that. I get validation.
Dude,
I just had to congratulate him on his
take
W
was
take.
definitely dub, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
That's such a common Matan W. Like when you think about it.
Oh, I just
I
you know,
hate fucking
I get
TikTok
W's out.
teenage lingo,
No, but
bro.
but
It's so
but
funny.
let's talk preseason
Not
for
the
real
common
right
dub.
now. The Bills
Why
are
are you
sweeping
talking
preseason.
preseason?
I'm kidding. Their schedule's written at the bottom.
You got the.
You want to do
You ever say
the?
the Jets for last?
No, you got.
Oh,
you got
I have the Jets. Oh, God.
I have the Pats.
Ooh,
Mac Jones.
Adam, what's the Jets'
Yeah.
record going to be this season based on their NFL schedule? Huh?
1-14.
Come on.
They're
Let's
just
go,
not going to
buddy.
play other games.
Give me it. Give me the hook right now.
I need deciding what is the win sound for the Jets and the loss sound for the Jets. Is it an
a
airplane?
win is more.
That's like a jet noise.
that
That was like a race car.
Okay.
like a
Okay. And then just say I was gonna say just say MH370.
or jet up, jet down.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep.
That
Black
makes
box?
sense. Okay.
The black
Bro,
box.
you would love this. Sorry, quick little interlude or interruption.
You got to pee?
You got pee?
Tell us your story.
Have fun.
I also have to pee. Go
dude,
quick.
So I was talking to, I don't know who I was. We were talking about something with my buddy's uncle, right? We're at his place, and he's bringing up how I think it was like JFK Jr. died in a plane crash, right? Because he was like driving. I think it was that. Could be different, but he
I
brought
think
up,
JFK was
no JFK's.
Oh,
Junior.
Junior, okay.
Yeah, or whatever, something like that. I could be totally wrong.
I was
with
gonna
this.
say I think JFK was shot.
Maybe JFK's brother, someone that one of the Kennedys that died in a plane crash.
That's fine.
And he's talking about it. He's like brought up. He's like, yeah, the black box actually showed that the plane was upside down and it hit the water. I was like, I totally know what the black box is now. It was
so
so
funny.
I think it might be more common because no one asked what the black box is.
Dude,
at the
common
table.
Adam W.
Like
It was JFK Jr. You were correct.
it was, yeah. So he died in a he was flying the plane, but he never knew how to read any of the instruments. He just knew to fly when he saw something. He flew into a storm, didn't know like how to because he couldn't see shit. Didn't know that his plane was upside down. He was trying to like pull it up, but when you're upside down, the up goes down full speed into the ocean.
God
in the
damn,
Atlantic
that's
Ocean.
terrifying.
Yeah, that's what the black box told us.
I'll be completely honest. I wish you guys would have known what the black box was. You guys know what the black box is now. The black box is very important.
I'm saying they only knew that's how he died is because of the black box.
Hey, the black box is important. The black box is really important.
We're really just stalling until Felipe gets.
You
back,
think
but I feel
Gabe
like that was
Vincent will
actually a
win
good
Finals
segue.
MVP?
I think, well, no matter what, it's Jimmy. If I had to bet on someone else other than Jimmy, it's Caleb Martin.
All right,
win
Felipe's
Finals
back,
MVP?
dude. Fuck
Bam.
yes.
You hate
I miss
Bam.
you so much, baby.
All right. Adam, give it to us.
Okay.
What's up, cutie?
I feel good.
This is how the New York Jets schedule is going to go.
Let's rock.
Give me a jet up and a jet down for the wins and the losses.
Sir.
Week 1.
Jet up.
Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. Loss.
Jet down.
0-1. Week 2 against the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. Loss.
Jet down.
Shout out Dak.
Week 3 against New England. That's a win. At
up.
home, first win of the week.
Jets, Jets.
You have to do that on every win.
I will.
Week 4 at home against Kansas City.
Jet down.
Jet down.
Jet down. That's a loss. That's a
1-3.
loss.
Jet down,
Because
jet
this is
down,
where I
jet
can
down,
see
jet
everyone
down, jet down.
panicking. It's not working out. What's going on? I think they need some acclimation time.
When the Jets lose each time, I'm just going to say, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
Nice. I like that one. All right, here we go. Let's try it out. Week number 5 against Denver. We're 1-3 right now.
Where are we at? Are we in?
We are
Denver?
at Denver in the Mile High. Altitude. That's a win.
Jets.
Yep.
Week 6 against the Philadelphia Eagles. That is at home.
That's gonna be a good
425 game. I actually think they win this game.
Yeah, that's
J-E-T-S.
Can I do that again? Jets.
I can just copy
There's
paste
3-3.
Yeah.
The Jets are 3-3. Bye week. Early bye week.
Yeah,
Concerning
week
for their
7.
future. Week number 8 against the New York Giants. Battle of New York. The better quarterback's coming out on top. The New York Giants are winning that game.
Let's go. Jones. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
Wow,
Jet
okay.
down.
Yeah, that's bold.
It is bold.
3 and 4.
Felipe hates that one so
Well,
much.
he agrees that it's bold.
No, it's definitely bold.
All right, 3 and 4.
3-4.
DANIEL
Monday Night Football
Jones.
against the Chargers. They lost the game, the first game on Monday Night Football. They're gonna go they're at home against the Chargers. They win that game. They're 4-4.
4 and 4.
Jets.
Week
Jet
10 at the Raiders. They win this game.
5 and 4.
5-4.
Week 11 at Buffalo. They lost the first one. They split with Buffalo. They win this one.
6
Jet
and
up.
4.
Jet up.
They're looking good now. 6 and 4.
Versus Miami. Black Friday.
Oh,
Gotta think.
They win this game.
Gotta
7
think
and
about the
4.
family.
7
Gotta
and 4.
think
7 and
about
4.
the
They're
family
looking
values.
good.
I also
Jet
think
up.
just at home, you could, I don't know.
At this point, too, remember, Buffalo is like 500.
Yeah.
So they're 7 and 4.
One reason the Jets
But
are
also
for
the
sure,
Dolphins are like 8-2.
One reason that the Jets are for sure winning that game too. Aaron Rodgers hates his family. He doesn't give a fuck. He's not spending Thanksgiving with them.
They hate him.
Tua's family loves him.
That's true.
He loves his
It's a
family.
really
Nice
good point.
Hawaiian
It's a really good
household.
point.
Yeah.
See, that's the analytics we need.
Samoa.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's go.
Samoa.
Samoan, you're right.
Week 13, they are 7 and 4.
Yeah.
Week 13, versus Atlanta at home.
Oh, wow. Give them the 8, bro. Come on, let's be
That's
real.
a win.
8 and 4.
Jet up.
That's a win.
Damn, the Jets are looking good.
8 and 4, not as good as the Dolphins. Week 14 against the Texans. That's a win at home as
9
well.
and
Jet
4.
up.
Yo, jet the
Wow.
fuck up, bro.
Week 15 at Miami. That's a
A loss.
that's an L.
Well, you did 2 L's and you put them together. It's like a W.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Jet
So that's a
Okay,
loss.
9 and 5.
9 and 5. At home against Washington. That's a win. 10 and
10
5.
and 5.
Jet
Bro, why you dissing Sam Howell like that?
Because their next game is a loss
By the
against
way, we
Deshaun
haven't-
Watson's Cleveland Browns.
We haven't done the NFC East yet, but every time a team has played Washington, they've
And they lo-
beaten
yeah.
Yeah,
Washington.
y'all are so disrespectful.
Bro,
10
I'm
and
on the
6.
Sam Howell train.
Was that with Cleveland?
With Cleveland, 10 and 6.
10 and 6. They lose to Cleveland, and then at New England. I think because it's at New England, it's in Foxborough, it's in January, it's going to be cold. They end up losing that one, 10 and 7.
Honestly, the
Honestly,
Jets
very
always
good
find a
line.
way to lose to New England.
The
They
New
do.
York Jets line will be set at 10.5.
And the
Under.
Jets will be about to make the playoffs in week 18, and because they lose to New England, will somehow not make the playoffs.
Yep, that'd be
'Cause
so
that's the
Jets.
Because, hey, Matan, what do the Jets always find a way to do?
They find a way to Jets it.
You going over or under?
Over what?
Yeah, that was a great
10
line.
and a
I
half.
have to say, you did that beautifully. That
W.
10 and a half is the line?
10.5 the line.
Jeez.
Thanks, guys.
I'll take the over for my boy Silbo.
I'll take the over.
Shout
I'm
out.
going to go 11.
I have too many friends who are
I'm gonna
Jets
go on.
fans.
Adam,
so I'll
I'm
take
gonna be
the
honest. I think if I predicted, I would have gone about 9 and 8. I'm gonna go around there. for
Look, the New
for
York Jets just are a
JETS.
slightly better version of the Green Bay Packers last year.
One of my favorite future bets
They're
going
definitely a
into
lot better.
dude, one of my favorite future bets going into 2023 NFL season. Jets to miss the playoffs plus 120. Fucking lock that shit in.
It's a goal one.
I wish that was better.
But not that much
Dude,
better.
you did great, though. The games that they lost were
Thanks, man.
valid. The games that they won were valid. So I think 10 and 7 is very accurate.
Thanks, man.
I think they won
Give us the
11.
Pats, bro.
Let's go. Let's go, Pats.
Yeah, what are the Pats going to do this year, huh?
Save the worst,
Bailey
save the worst team.
Zappi.
Save the worst team for last, huh? All right, here we
Bro,
go.
if they had Bailey Zappi though, it's different.
If the Jets had
well,
if the Jets
Mac
had
Jones is the man. Mac
He's not.
attack,
They're actually battling
So
out
what's
in
the
camp.
sound for
but
this?
sound for this.
Oh, say, can you see?
You have to sing the whole anthem for every win. For every win.
We're gonna be here for hours, bro.
What is it? Mac Attack. Oh, you just hate Mac.
Yeah.
Big Mac.
I think it's
A salute.
yeah.
What about when they lose?
Oh. or it could you could
British are coming.
I was literally thinking that, bro. The British
All right, here we go.
The British are coming. The British are coming.
All right, we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes.
All right, so the New England Patriots.
Someone's got to count, though.
We gotta move. We gotta move.
The
I'll count.
We
Patriots.
gotta.
you make sounds I count.
All right, cool. The New England Patriots schedule in 2023. This is how it will go. Week 1, Eagles at home. They lose that.
The British are coming.
0-1.
British are coming.
Week 2 against Miami at home. They win that 1-1.
There we go.
Week 3 in New York. They lose that.
British are coming.
1-2 now. Week 4 in Dallas. They win that.
Oh.
Yeah, and I had that in my Dallas prediction too.
Yeah?
Actually.
So that checks
Wow.
out. God is dope.
So what are they, 2-2?
Yeah, 2-2.
Then they face New Orleans at home. They win that.
Wow, 3-2.
And then they go to
Do with your right hand.
Las Vegas. They win that.
4-2.
And then they face Buffalo in New England. And that one's going to be tough. Josh Allen's going to come to play. They will lose to Buffalo by field
The
goal.
British are still
4-3.
coming.
They're going to Miami. They're going to lose in Miami.
The British are still coming.
Washington's going to New England. Washington's going to win.
Wow.
British are still
4-5. 3-game losing streak for the
Proud of you,
fellas.
Felipe.
Yeah.
Proud of you, Felipe.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
The Colts visit Foxborough.
Proud of you, Felipe.
And you know rookie quarterbacks cannot beat Bill Belichick. So
Except
the
for
Patriots are
Tua.
going to beat the Colts.
So they're 5-5 going into the bye.
5-5 going into the bye week now. Then they got the Giants in New York. Patriots are going to win that one.
Whew, 6-5.
Seems like just every team in the NFL is just going to have a great season this year.
Against the Chargers at home. Ooh. They'll beat the Chargers.
Whoa.
Salute to Sir.
7-5. Okay.
Oh my God.
They're going into Pittsburgh. They lose to Pittsburgh.
Okay, the
7-6.
British are coming.
Of course.
British are coming.
They face the Chiefs on Monday Night Football.
Garbage game.
They beat the Chiefs.
No, what?
The Chiefs put up blunders on Monday Night Football sometimes. I'm just saying
Do
they
I
almost
have
lost
to
to the Raiders last year.
Do I have to salute this one?
Salute.
8.
Salute.
That's,
Yo,
that's
shout
their
out.
8th win of the year, bro.
Yo, Bill Belichick versus Andy Reid. That's a game, my
They
God.
go into Denver
God damn it.
and they lose to Denver.
Okay, the British are still coming.
They
Yeah,
go
they
into
are.
Buffalo. They lose to Buffalo.
They are still coming, the British.
We're 8-8 right now.
Seems
Going to the last game of the year.
The Jets come in Foxborough and they beat the Jets.
9-8.
that's that. I had that as well.
9-8 for the Pats.
9-8.
9-8.
Over under 8.5.
Over under, yeah, sounds about right. Over under 8.5.
I think under.
I go under only
God
because
damn it.
last year they were 9-8 last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Jets didn't have a quarterback now. The division's loaded.
Yes.
They're going under.
I'm going to take the under for the
Sharp
same,
under.
Literally the same.
It's
same
not the
reason.
hardest schedule, but it's not an easy one.
I'll take over. I'll take 9 wins.
I
I
take
think-
under for the same reason I said before, which is that we think this division is going to be incredible, and I
Yeah.
think this one of the teams is going to have to be bad. You know?
It's
That's
just so
gotta
hard to
happen.
believe that the Patriots will be the team to be bad.
It's not that hard to believe. You just have to
They're
believe.
definitely the worst team, like on paper.
I would say.
Yeah, but it's
I
the
would
same
say
way
just
like the Steelers,
eye
it's hard to
test-wise,
believe the
it's
Steelers are gonna be
clearest
bad.
one.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Like-
Eye test wise.
But I don't know. Yeah.
So NFC East.
NFC
on,
East.
right?
Yeah.
I feel like we got to give the people what they want. We got to get Felipe to do the Eagles.
Yeah, all
That's what
right.
everyone
they've been
wants.
asking for it, bro.
You want to do the Giants?
I could do the Giants.
Just to
Who's gonna do
clarify,
the
we're
commies?
gonna use Felipe's Cowboys prediction from the past, correct?
from like last couple weeks ago, whatever it was.
You want to do your own Cowboys, and I'll do the Commanders?
No, because I like.
We
his
could do
Cowboys.
that.
Hey, by the
we
way,
can still do that.
a lot of praise on
want
Sam
you-
Howell.
Actually, you know
we
what?
can still do that. You should do the
I'm gonna
Cowboys.
do
I'll
it.
do the Commanders.
Nice.
I like to think of myself as
the
a
Giants.
Do
Dakota
the
truther.
Giants.
Fire.
I'm a Dakota truther.
I can do
let's
the
go,
one
man.
with my friends,
Let's go.
my besties.
All right.
Go.
Jack.
Jack,
Can I interrupt quickly?
Yeah.
The Heat are giving the ESPN is giving the Heat an 11% chance from 3% of last series.
Fucking
to beat the Nuggets.
disrespect.
Nice.
No, we
I
love
think
it.
that's worse for y'all because y'all play better under pressure. So
Exactly.
those two would be better.
All right, Jack. What's the Giants' schedule going to look like this year? Give it to me into my veins, please.
All right, you ready? I'll sit
Yeah.
up for this shit.
Just, you know what? We could just skip the whole segment. Just say 17.
All right, Matan. So here's what's gonna happen.
What's the sound for a giant?
You stand up or you stand down.
Well, first time for Giants, just Matan.
B5-4.
Oh,
Because he's a Giant.
Yeah.
Matan.
B5-4.
It works.
All right, go for
All
it.
right, here's how the Giants are going to do in 2023. The
Yes,
New
sir.
York football.
Damn
Giants,
right.
Because I'm a San
Not
Francisco
to be
Giants
confused
fan,
with,
and
baseball.
I hate when people get that confused.
Felipe's a
All
seahead.
right, first up.
Yep.
First week of the season.
Give me
at
Dallas.
home.
Give me Dallas.
Against Dallas. Daniel
Sunday
Jones
Night
is going to
Football.
prove why the fuck he got that
Sunday Night
contract,
Football.
all right?
Yeah.
1-0.
Let's go. Come on.
What's the sound again?
I don't know.
That's depressing.
Matan.
Matan.
Yeah.
Week 2 at Arizona. You really think Colt McCoy is going to win a game
throw
this
it
year?
up.
Come on, give me 2-0.
Throw it up. Throw it up like the
Matan.
fucking Chicago Cubs. Dub.
Week 3 is where we come back down to earth a little
You
bit.
know
Because
what?
you got
I'll give it to you because
you
you're a
got
Niners
Daniel
fan.
Jones at San Francisco on Amazon Prime Video, out of all things, on Thursday.
Gross.
You're 2-1. That's fine, though. That's fine. You're not supposed to win that game. You know how you get back, though? Because there's a team right around your level that you play week 4, the Seattle Seahawks. Talk about an overrated motherfucking team, the Seattle Seahawks, 3-1 right there.
Let's go.
Matan.
And at home.
At home?
Fuck 12.
At home, Monday Night Football. You think Seattle has to go all the way to New York?
No.
Yes.
Get the
Doesn't
fuck
work
out
for
of here.
them.
And you got a long week of practice, too. You go Thursday to Monday
Yep.
for the Giants for that. You got a long time to prepare for
Yep. We're beating the Seahawks.
Geno Smith.
Beating the Seahawks.
Come on. All right, 3-1. Next week, you go to Miami. You're losing that one.
Okay.
You're losing that one. Because
3-2?
I just it's a battle of the quarterbacks that won't make mistakes. I think 2 will make a little bit less of them. All right, how about that?
All right.
Next week
job.
at
battle-
Buffalo.
The 2 greatest bodies at quarterback.
I mean, you got the 2 greatest rushing quarterbacks in football right there,
Yeah.
of Caucasian descent. I will say that Daniel Jones,
That might be true.
And good route runners.
Sunday Night Football. Good for the Giants, Sunday Night Football game. You know? They're going to lose. All right. So
I was about to say, what's
What are
good
we at?
about that? Daniel Jones stinks
just
in
don't
prime.
run
We're at 3-3. You know, you're 500. You're like, damn, we had that good start. How do we get back? You got
Play the Commanders.
You got the commies at home
You know
next
what's-
week,
you
brother.
know
Don't
what's
worry.
a good way to get a
4-3.
team. A way to get a team back
4-3.
on track is just to play the Commanders. That's how you do it.
I
And
feel
then
like
week
the
after
commies are
that-
sneaky.
Week after that, you're playing Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. Technically, it is at home.
It is.
All right?
It's a home game. It'll
It's
be
a home
Giants.
game. It will be
Giants
Giants
season
themed
ticket holders
at MetLife.
Giants season ticket holders.
A lot of blue, no green.
What's a better color, that blue or jet green? Gotham green.
I like Kelly green.
That wasn't. So you're saying the blue,
Probably the
blue.
giant blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly
But
isn't that
Gotham
big.
green is.
Here's what's going to happen that game. The Jets don't run New York, bro.
No.
They don't run New York.
No.
You fucking kidding me? It don't matter if you got prime Tom Brady on that team with Jerry Rice catching balls. It don't fucking matter. The Giants are beating the Jets.
Oh man.
All right.
DBs.
We're 5-3. You're going to Vegas,
God.
right?
Yep.
Character.
Man, sometimes going to Vegas, that's scary. Your quarterback, you know, he might go gamble for a little bit.
Not when
before
you're
he's
Daniel
going to a strip
Jones.
club.
Daniel Jones
Daniel
is
Jones, you think he's
straight-laced.
going to a fucking strip club or playing craps? Hell no.
Hell no.
6-3.
6-3.
Yep.
Then you go to Dallas, you're going to get clapped.
Yeah. Okay.
You're going to get clapped.
That was
Yeah.
a change of
If
pace.
we split with Dallas, I'm happy. So
That's fine.
We take
6-4. Next week, a bit tricky. Going to Washington.
Oh, a bit
It's
tricky, you
shithole.
say?
It's a shithole, but
is
you'll
a
win
shithole.
there. 7-4.
Okay.
Don't
7
worry
and
about it.
4. The New York Football Giants.
You guys have 12 weeks before you have a bye week. My God.
no, that's nice. We take it.
Yeah. And you know what's tough is I think as much as I want you guys to beat the Patriots in that Week 12 matchup, you're just tired, man. You're fucking exhausted at this point. You know? You're 7-5. That's fine going into your bye week, all right?
That's solid as fuck.
You got an extra
God
long
damn it.
time off because you got Monday
We
night.
still haven't met the Eagles yet, by the way.
No, you haven't. That's 2 of the last 3 weeks. Yep. So you got Green Bay at home, Monday Night Football. You'll win that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
need
will.
We need a prime time
Yes, you will.
8-5.
game. Yeah.
Yo, what's good
Next
with you,
week,
bro?
you're going to the Superdome. I think you lose that one.
You might
I
lose
think you
it.
lose that one. That's a tricky one. You know, you're 8-6, right? You're 8-6. Nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly
Absolutely
fine.
nothing.
And you know why it doesn't fucking matter?
Doesn't matter. Tell
'Cause
me.
next week you're at Philly. And that's a big motherfucking game, Matan.
Yes, it is.
That's a big motherfucking
That's-
game. And you know what?
Christmas Day.
Brian Dable, Daniel Jones, Saquon, all those guys, they're going to be pissed off that they got fucking embarrassed there last year. They're going to play mad. They're going to play angry. And they're going to pull off an upset. They're
Damn
going to
right.
beat the Eagles in Philly. They're going to beat them.
Yeah.
They're going to do that shit.
Yeah,
100%.
Saquon's a PA guy, so he's gonna go in and show his home people right.
Sure.
Wrong.
He didn't do that last year. But all right.
But
This
this
year
time he will.
Yes, sir. And then, so you're now, you're what, 9-6?
Yes.
9-6, math.
Maths.
Next week at home versus the Rams. You're winning that. The Rams.
Oh, 10-6.
The Rams aren't that good. And then to end the season against the Eagles at home, you're not sweeping the Eagles. I'm sorry, brother. But hey, you beat them once. 10-7. Hell of a year.
I would swap the wins because I think the Eagles will bench their guys in the last week because they're gonna.
No, I don't think they will because I think the Cowboys are gonna be fucking nasty at the top of the division.
Fucking Cowboys,
Yeah,
Jesus.
that was good. Do that again. Yeah, come on. So cute. All right, so 10-7. I say for the Giants. That's what I got. Line's 9.5.
Oh, well, shit. I was hoping you do 10.5. I think they win like 9. So the line's 9.5? All right, I guess
9.5, yeah.
under 9.
I'll go with the sharp under.
I'll take the over. I'll take the over.
They got better.
They did get better.
They got better.
The problem is this fucking division is so stacked.
Yeah, that's my fear.
So frustrating.
And your schedule,
because
your schedule's okay.
I want to say like, oh, the Giants will be second in the division, but there's like literally no basis
I
for me to argue that.
I was being about as optimistic as I could have with that prediction too, and still 10-7.
Tired. Yeah, wins against Seattle, Dallas.
Bro, Seattle going.
No,
all
the
way
Giants
to
can
the
beat
East
Seattle
Coast.
at home. I don't
All
think
the way
they
to the
beat
East
them.
Coast. You're super high on the Seahawks, though. Lord knows.
The Seahawks are good.
Scott Engel, bro.
Good point. This guy's
True.
the king.
All right, Felipe, you want to? What team are you doing?
The beloved Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh,
We got the Cowboy fan doing the Eagles prediction.
All right, let's
fucking
also.
go, man.
This was specifically asked for from people on TikTok
I'm
for the
following the
Cowboys
fuck through.
fan to do the Eagles record. So,
Thanks.
Felipe, what's going to be the Eagles record from the perspective of a Cowboys fan?
And context, I'm as unbiased as it gets.
That's facts.
He actually is pretty unbiased.
I'm as unbiased as it gets. So as a Cowboys fan, I will predict the Eagles record in 2023.
Not a single person in the comments is going to believe that preface.
Not
Nobody is going to
Stick
believe
it in
that.
there because it's true.
Yeah, stick it in there,
I'll
bitch.
vouch for you. I'll vouch for you. You are good at looking at things from like a pure like objective football perspective.
Unless it's the Baltimore Ravens.
But definitely
Seahawks.
nobody is going to
Or the
understand
Cowboys.
that or believe that. So just be ready.
All right,
for
let's
that.
do this, Felipe.
All right, here we go.
Here's what the Eagles
Come
say.
on, baby.
Here's what the Eagles schedule will look like in 2023. Week 1, they're in New England. I realistically think they could lose this game.
Oh, here we go.
I
We're
really did.
starting.
But I just
Give
said
it
the
to
Patriots.
'em.
No, I just said the Patriots record and I had them losing. So I'm gonna take the Eagles winning.
All right.
1-0.
Bro. 1-0, but it's gonna be a really close game. It's gonna be like, damn, are the Eagles still the Eagles? And then they're gonna face Minnesota at home. We saw what they did to them. Minnesota. The Eagles destroyed Minnesota on Monday night. Oh, and this one's on Thursday night, but still prime.
When we do
Still
the
prime.
NFC North, he's going to do that for every time, every win.
terrible.
Minnesota
So they're
has.
2-0.
We already did the NFC North, so that's a good.
we?
Yep, that was
yep,
last
we did.
week.
Yep.
We did Skull.
All right, 2-0. Then
2-0?
they go into Tampa, and they beat Tampa 3-0. And then they're at home versus Washington. This is a little scary one for them, I will say.
Oh.
But they're really fucking good, and Washington still needs to figure out their quarterback situation. I know Howell, though, is a dog. So.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're going to beat Washington at home. So they're
Record?
4-0.
4-0?
A few people in the
Goddamn.
comments have said that I look like Sam Howell for some reason.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
Good beard. It's a beard
bit.
compliment.
Beard?
It's a beard
I don't know.
compliment.
You're handsome.
You're handsome.
That's nice.
Sam Howell's
Yeah.
good
Handsome.
looking.
Yeah,
You're
handsome.
You're good, bro.
For sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Jimmy G, I'd like
Week
that.
5.
All right, 4-0. Week 5, they go into Los Angeles.
Los Angeles with a Z, L-O-Z.
Los
Los Angeles.
Yeah, they go to Los Angeles. And
The Rams.
Which Los Angeles?
the Rams.
Oh, the right.
Oh, the Texas is shown.
The Rams.
And this one's tough, bro. This one's tough because
we're
the Rams aren't as bad as people think.
Yep. They were very hurt last year.
Yeah.
They will drop. They're going to drop this one.
Oh,
First loss.
So what are they?
4-1.
Wow.
I don't know the sound of a dead
And then they're
eagle,
going
but-
into New York to play the
Die
Jets.
Eagles die.
They're losing to the
good
Jets.
one.
So now they're
losing
4-2.
4-2,
They're
yeah.
Die
losing
Eagles
to the
die.
Jets.
Wow. This is a rough stretch.
God
Feel like
damn.
Jalen Hurts.
I do
People
not
are like, is
see
Jalen Hurts still him? But he is still him. Don't worry. Because they're going to go against Miami at home in Philly, and they're going to beat Miami. So now they're what?
What time of the year is that?
That's
In
week 7.
October.
I'll be there.
Starting to get cold.
That's
be
also Sunday Night Football against Miami.
We're flying. We're
Sunday Night
soaring.
Football. Oh, prime time.
Tua in prime time.
Jalen Hurts versus Tua. Oh, the Alabama matchup. It's pretty good. You got Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. It's a pretty good
Jalen
matchup.
Hurts getting his motherfucking revenge right there
Yes.
after getting benched.
Cool.
All right, so what's the record? Who's following?
No one.
I think
God
5-2.
5-2. Yeah, they lost to the Rams and
And the
Jets back
Jets.
to back.
Yeah,
but then
5-2.
they beat the Dolphins, so they're 5-2. All right, and then they go into Washington
At FedEx Field.
at FedEx Field, and they lose to Washington.
Die Eagles.
5-3.
They're 5-3, and then they face Dallas at home. They lose to Dallas
Die
In the link?
Eagles. Die.
in the link.
Because you know what? You know who can't beat the Eagles or who doesn't lose to the Eagles?
Dakota
Dak
Prescott.
Prescott.
Dak Prescott does not lose to the Eagles.
So what are they now, 5-4?
He's 27-7 against the division, and against the Eagles, he's 8-3.
Yeah.
5-4 going into the bye.
5-4 going into the bye, but you got
going
a bitch after the bye.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sorry, Philly. This ain't your week, bro. 500.
At KC?
Die.
At KC.
Oh,
Eagles,
no chance.
die.
Eagles are 500 after everyone's saying this is the best motherfucking team in football.
I don't know about
Hey,
that.
but he's not biased.
And don't forget, they started 4-0. So this is a slide right now.
Don't sleep.
5-5.
But we can
and
go
then
on a
they
run.
face Buffalo at home. Josh Allen's a dog, bro. See ya, Philly. You losing that
Oh.
one too. Under 500.
5-6.
5-6.
5-6.
And then they got San Francisco at home
5-7.
die.
Oh my
5
god.
Die, Eagles,
against
die.
the 49ers.
My arms are getting
Ooh.
tired.
That one's tough, bro.
I've been
5-7. They lose to the
No
Niners.
That's a
way.
revenge
Oh
game.
my
Die,
God.
Eagles,
That's a
die.
you talk about a 49er Brock Purdy revenge game, bro. See, this guy W's
Dude,
all
here
around.
we go. Brock Purdy revenge game. You're right. That's what it is. Actually, Trey Lance might be balling by this point. It's
Yeah, actually, though, for real.
Oh my God.
For real, on God.
For real, on God.
No cap.
No cap. Yeah, you said it, not me. Next week at Dallas. Fuck that, bro. You're not winning against Dallas.
5-8,
In
bro.
December, Dallas is nice in December. They're 5-8.
Dak doesn't lose.
And then they
Die,
go
die,
into
die.
doesn't lose to Philly, bro.
and then they go into Seattle.
Oh,
Seattle's,
the 12th man.
Seattle's balling this year. Bro. This is the battle of the birds.
Oh, shit.
It's the battle of the birds.
They win or they lose.
They gonna lose this one.
Die, Eagles, die.
They haven't won a game after the bye. They've lost 5
and
straight
9.
after the
Dude.
bye.
Holy
5
shit.
and
Oh
9.
my god.
We're going to lose followers.
Hey, hold on, but quick reminder.
We're bleeding followers right now.
Quick reminder.
This isn't even out
Not
yet.
biased. Not
not
biased.
biased.
Yeah,
Not
not
at all.
biased, though.
Cowboy fan, not
Not
biased.
at all.
Ridiculous.
I don't want to hear anyone in the comments be like, he's biased.
They're
That's
going to be like,
bullshit.
oh, another Felipe.
He's a
Ridiculous.
truther.
They're 5
I'm not
and
gonna
9.
lie. I'm
bro.
going as unbiased
As biased as you
possible.
are. Yeah.
As unbiased as possible.
No, but then they win the last 3.
And then, yeah, obviously New York against New York at home, they're gonna smack them. Against Arizona
6
at
and
home,
9.
they'll smack
Nice.
them.
7
And then
and
they'll
9.
go into New York and they'll smack them.
8 and 9. Under 500 for
Yeah,
the
but
Philadelphia Eagles.
the line is like 10.5, right?
Over.
Under.
Is
Their
the line,
schedule
what's the
is
line?
fucking
Felipe, what's the
hard,
line?
bro.
They do that. The Eagles do have the hardest schedule. I believe, is that right? I think
Yes,
I've
they
seen
do.
that. The hardest
They have
schedule
a
in the league.
hard fucking schedule. After
What's
the
the
bye,
10.5?
The line will be, let's do it. Let's
Bro,
make,
you
make
got-
it 10.5.
Over.
under. I think
Over.
they go
I mean,
10-7.
I'll take the under just based on looking at the schedule, but I also
look
think
at-
they could beat every
But
single
look,
one of these teams.
after the bye, you're tired right at this point of the year. It's the late part of the year. Like, you got a fucking gauntlet to go through like that.
That schedule's-
I'd rather do that
If
earlier
you
in the
show
year.
me this schedule
Thanks.
and not tell me who's playing them, I would easily take the under. But knowing, like, just because of how difficult it is, but knowing that it's the Eagles, they're really fucking good.
Bro, Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks.
The Eagles got better.
At Seattle.
We didn't think the Eagles could get better. They got better.
Did they?
I don't know.
They replenished the defense with younger pieces.
So you're taking the
That
over?
doesn't mean they're
That
better.
doesn't
They're
mean they're better.
unproven.
Of course it does, because I
young
just said they were
pieces.
better.
Oh,
good point.
here she said it.
Dude,
Good point,
good
actually.
I'll take, you know what? I'm going to take the over, though. I set a low line, but I'll take the over. I think they could probably win 11. But
They're definitely
this
not
was a
going to be
realist-
14.
But this is a realistic, unbiased take from you.
Of course. I mean,
Hey, fly Eagles
as
fly.
unbiased as it gets.
Let me go with the
My
Commanders
arms-
before
my
you go.
arms are sore. That's a crazy.
I can't believe you did that the whole time. Let me go with the Commanders before you do the Cowboys because
Yeah, let's
go.
move quickly.
the Commanders are less compelling.
Yeah, we got to go.
All right, this is what the Commanders' schedule is going to look like at the after 2023.
You
Week
worded that very well.
Yeah, thank you. Week 1 against Arizona. I don't see Arizona
Was
winning.
George Bush a commander
I don't
in the
know.
Army?
All right. Matan.
No. I mean, he was the commander-in-chief because he was the president.
Matan,
List presidents.
are they winning or not?
Yeah, they're going to win this one. They'll start 1-0 against Arizona. I honestly,
Sam Howell.
yeah, I don't know what the fucking deal is with Arizona, so I just
Sorry, I meant to say
Well,
George.
Colt
see
McCoy
them
will be
winning
starting.
anything.
All right, cool.
All right, 1-0.
I meant to say Washington.
Okay.
So Washington.
Yeah, that makes
George
sense.
Bush.
Yeah, I meant to say George Washington.
All right, Matan.
They are the
second week.
Washington Commanders.
That's my
Week 2 at Denver, they're going to lose 1-1. Week 3 versus Buffalo, lose 1-2.
Yeah.
Wow, their schedule's hard too, man.
Yeah,
These
because they're in the
Commanders.
East, bro.
Week 4 against Philly in Philly. L
1-3.
1-3. Huh. Interesting one. Thursday night football against Chicago in week 5. I think
What
they
a
could,
f-
I think
that's
they
so
could win this
Thursday
one.
night
I
football.
think they can win this one. It's such a classic Thursday
They
night
could
game.
win this one for sure.
Yeah, 2-3. Week 6 against at Atlanta.
That's a tough one.
Atlanta's going to win that one.
It's close.
I don't think so.
I like Atlanta. I'm excited to see Atlanta play this year.
You really high on their quarterback, Desmond Ridder?
Dude, he's so
huge.
That's a Taylor Heineke revenge game, though.
That
He's
is.
Atlanta's backup.
Yeah,
so
but I'll take Atlanta. That's an L. What's that? 2-4?
Yeah.
At Giants week 7, 2-5.
2-5.
An L.
Damn.
So at home against Philly in week 8. No,
2-6.
No, they could beat Philly at
Come
home.
on, Sam.
This is just sad.
Come
week
on.
9 at New England.
America
Week 9 at New England.
They could win that.
I'm gonna say win.
Plausible.
3-6.
3-6.
Good for the commies.
Hey, don't let the commies get hot.
This is
But then they're going into Seattle in week 10. That's an L. 3-7.
I feel like that's a sneaky game.
At home against the Giants. I mean, somehow the Giants are going to blow that one. So,
Yeah, no, it's true.
yeah, so
Those
3, what is it? What am I, 4-7 now?
4-7.
They're close.
Week 12 in Dallas. That's an L. 4-8.
Wait, that Thanksgiving? That's a win. Give Washington that win, bro.
11-23.
That's
Thanksgiving.
Give them that one. Give Washington that one.
Is that Thanksgiving?
Dallas doesn't win on
We don't win on
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Isn't Thanksgiving? Uh-oh.
I just think Dallas is better.
All right, sorry.
All right, hey,
Dallas.
but the Thanksgiving stats.
Plums.
Facts.
Good point.
Play the ball where it lies.
Excuse me. The Plums. The Plums are telling me Dallas wins that game.
All
So
right.
what am I? That was week 12. So what's my record? 4-8?
4-8.
4-8.
4-8. Then week 13 versus Miami.
Just keep talking.
Week 13 versus Miami. That's an L. 4-9. Bye week 14. This is like one of the latest bye weeks we've seen.
That's very late.
It's the latest. Okay. Then they go into Los Angeles Rams.
Nice. They win that.
Sam
Yeah,
Howell.
I think they win that also.
play,
They're
bro.
going to go, what is that, 5-8?
I think, Sam Howell underrated. I like
What am I, 5-8?
Yeah, yeah,
good,
5-8,
really
5-8.
good looking guy.
5-8. Then Sunday at Jets. That's an L. 5-9.
Damn.
Week 17 against San Francisco at home. That's an L. 5-10. Jesus. I thought the Commanders would be better than this, but looking at their schedule, I don't see it happening. And then week 18 against Dallas at home. They'll beat Dallas in that game in the last week of the season.
Oh, okay. So
6 and
6-11.
6-11.
Damn.
yeah, 6-11.
Hey, finally a team under
Is that what I
500.
said? 6-11.
Yeah, 6-11.
That's tough. I really want Sam Howell to do well.
I always
like
say
the
as a
guy.
Giants fan that the Commanders
good-looking.
are never a threat. That Washington is never a threat in the division. I feel that way this year more than ever because the Eagles and the Cowboys are the threats to worry about.
Yeah, I'd be scared of the Commanders if Sam Howell's that guy.
But honestly, I don't know. That doesn't feel right. I thought they would be better, but looking at their schedule, I don't see them winning those games.
They win some of those.
I guess I'll set the line at like 8.5.
Nah, what? No, I said it at like
8.5.
So you said it at like 6.5. You just had them winning like 6.
All right, fine. So it's 6.5.
Over.
Yeah, over.
Washington's
I
good.
think-
All right,
good.
and if the line is 8.5,
I think they win 8 or 9.
Yeah, that's tough.
So 8.5 would be a great line.
thank you. You
Yeah.
did that last week too.
I think they go 8.5 or I don't know. They go 8 or 9. 8 or 9 wins. Yeah, that's tough. I'll go over. I think they're gonna be underrated.
Just based on the schedule, I'm gonna go under. I don't think they're winning.
I think they win 8.
Who are the Commanders? We're gonna find out.
We are
We are.
Commanders.
We are.
And last but not least,
America's team.
America's team.
Detroit
The
Lions.
team that's streamed on primetime more than any other team. The team with the prettiest logo. The team with the
prettiest
nicest
cheerleaders.
uniforms. The most iconic cheerleaders. The most iconic owner. The best looking quarterback.
And the worst record to show for it.
Okay.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Go through it.
Have at 'em.
How about them Cowboys?
This is what the Dallas Cowboys schedule and record will look like this year.
Let's see.
As a
According to Adam.
die-hard Dallas Cowboys fan.
Good one.
with Miami Heat stuff on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Miami Mavs.
Week 1 at
Miami
the Giants, win. Week 2 versus the Jets, win. Week 3 at Arizona, win.
3-0.
Week 4 versus New England, win.
4-0.
Week 5 at San Francisco, loss.
Yeah.
Week 6 at the
4-1.
Chargers. This
Monday Night
one's
Football.
weird.
It's the type of game but it's all Monday night. We'll win that.
Okay.
If it was Sunday, we'd lose.
You say we win?
Yeah.
Okay, we win.
5-1.
Lose Sunday
Obviously.
Night Football.
5-1. 5-1.
Bye week. Week number 8 against the Rams. We win that.
6-1.
Week 9 at Philadelphia. Dakota. I mean, the man owns the entire city of Philadelphia.
literally does.
That's a win.
7-1.
Yep.
Clip it.
Clip it, ship it, book it. Bingo. Week 10 against the Giants at home. It's another win. We're sweeping the Giants.
8-1.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Holy shit.
Week 11.
8-1.
Hey, year of the Cowboy. What am I at? Week 11?
8-1.
Week 11? Yep. Week 11 at Carolina. 1 o'clock game? Oh, that's a weird game. They lose that one.
8-2.
Whoa.
They lose that one.
Oh, yeah.
One of the weird ones.
Lose to Bryce Young?
Yeah, it's just one of the weird ones. 1 o'clock game. Some game along the season. The
That's
Carolina
like the
Panthers.
Jags when they lost last
8-2.
year hella weirdly.
Yeah,
0-2,
that's a game
like-
Miles Sanders goes for about like 450
Noah
rushing
Brown.
yards or something like that.
8-2. That's their only one. That's one of 2 1 o'clock games they play.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're like that.
Thursday night
8-2.
football against the Commies. That's a W at home.
9-2.
No, well, that's
Lord.
Thanksgiving. No, that.
Thanksgiving.
Plums, man. Plums. What are your plums telling you?
Plums are telling me the Cowboys are winning the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. That's a win.
Okay. 9-2.
Another Thursday night, back-to-back Thursday nights against Seattle at home.
Oh.
What are they right now?
9-2.
Seattle at home every
9-2.
time.
We beat Seattle at home
At
every
home
time?
every time.
We're going to win that game.
10-2.
Seattle's trash, bro.
Because, yeah, unbiasedly.
10-2.
Week number 14 against the Philadelphia Eagles at home, primetime, Sunday night football. That's a win.
Yeah, that's a win.
That's a
11
win.
and
Sweeping the
2.
Eagles.
That's a win. That's a win,
Jesus
win,
Christ,
win.
man.
Week
Fact.
15 at Buffalo, loss.
11-3.
Week 16 at Miami because Tua's a better Jesus-loving man. That's a loss.
That's
11-4.
Okay.
Well, it has to just go with my heart at some point. Like I'm
Yeah, but
all
you're a
in.
Cowboys fan.
Yeah, but I'm all in on the Cowboys. But at some point, I have to.
but you're the
Have a
Cowboys.
deal.
11-4.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
11-4.
Week 17 versus Detroit, ESPN, ABC, Saturday Night Football. That's a win.
I hate
12 and
those
4.
Saturday games, bro.
12-4.
12-4, and the Dallas Cowboys, Week 18 at Washington. That's a win.
13-4.
The Dallas Cowboys are winning the division. Dakota MVP-like season.
What are they doing in the playoffs, though?
Probably losing the first round.
No, we're not losing the first. We're losing
No,
the
We
second.
lose in the second.
Second.
Probably losing in the second round.
There you go. Hey.
The over-under is 12.5.
Damn.
God damn it.
high,
I'll
bro.
take the
11.5?
under at
The
12.
over-under is 11.5 because
Over.
Felipe told me
All
so.
right, I'll take the over it.
I
They
take the
go- they
over
win
as well.
12.
I say
Dallas
12.
Cowboys, don't sleep.
I say
Dakota,
Hey,
underappreciated.
hey, I ain't sleep.
As a-
I woke. For real.
12. On
For
God.
real- for real?
God is dope.
I woke.
I woke.
Hey,
I awoke.
All right.
I woke too, bro.
Well, let us know.
woke.
Go to our, if you're watching on
I
YouTube,
awoke.
let us know what we got right, what we got wrong. Probably all of them.
That.
Any,
What did you see? The Eagles were going 9-8?
8 and 9. He said 8 and
Jesus.
9,
The
bro.
duality of
Did
man.
I say 8? Was it 8-9 or 9-8?
You said 8 and 9.
Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
There's another
Who
500,000 view
said
video.
the I awoke?
There,
Like,
there
Coach, I awoke.
All right, well, this was our 100th episode.
Yo, thanks for listening to every 100 of our episodes. Every single,
dude, they should have every
single
100 of
one.
our episodes.
Every
bro.
single one
We'll
of our
see you at our 200th
100
episode because you listened to our every 100.
single one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thanks for listening to
we
the
love
Caps
you
Off
guys, though.
podcast, and we'll see you next
Also,
time.
shout out to Drew. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Hell
let's-
yeah.
Big shout out, Drew. Good shit, man.
All right. We'll
And we have some good guys coming up over the next few weeks, so
Fuck
make
yeah.
sure to tune in. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hungry.
Me too.
Okay,
All right.
bro.
Peace, y'all. Thanks.
Peace. Bye.
Let us know your predictions for any of the teams we mentioned. And for any betting advice, go to thegameday.com. You're going to find the best promos, the best advice, the best offers. You're going to find it all. And hey, we're almost at 10K subs, so share with your friends. Jack's going to get a scratch and sniff ass tattoo. Bye.